Welcome back to the second leg of our quadruple header for Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. It's now Makabayan Warriors versus Elang Pacific Caesars. And here we have PBA veteran James Martinez for the Makabayan Warriors and Putra for the Pacific Caesar. Now, James, I know you just arrived this morning. How do you think will this affect your play later?
Siguro we slept around 5 to 6 hours only, so we're ready to go. Yes, we're ready to fight and win this game.
And I'm sure that we'll see nothing but the best from you now. Frido, you played both ends of the floor. You had an efficient game yesterday, but you still fell short. So how do you think can you improve this?
Just do the best and keep confidence.
We're looking forward to that, and now we'll witness the game in a moment.
Welcome back to the MABA Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Second game now of our quadruple header for today. We are having a lot of quadruple headers heading into Thursday. And this will be the matchup between a team from the Philippines and Elang Pacific as well, another team from Indonesia. My name is Noel Zarate, still working alongside Coach Adrian Wong. Mika Madrid has now joined us in the sideline. So, again, coming off a loss in your opening game, how do you bounce back now playing against a team that you've never seen before, like the guys on the screen right now, Makabayan Warriors?
I mean, usually count on scouting report, but these guys just came in this morning. So hopefully you can put on pressure on them. Hopefully they are only on the first game. They haven't adapted yet and disrupt whatever they try to do.
Well, we are taking a look at the lineup right now of Elang Pacific Caesar. Capri Dean Alston had a great game. He's listed at 6'5". Doesn't look like he's 6'5", but he's listed at 6'5". One of the amazing performances, of course, came from Dio Putra, the point guard, 5'9" point guard. Let's see if he can replicate that here. Very good floor leader for this squad coming out of Indonesia. But they are looking for win number one. Now, the advantage that they have here, number one, Coach Adrian, is they were already able to play in this gym yesterday, even if they did lose. And number two, they're coming up playing against a team that just arrived.
Yeah, like what I said. I mean, they just arrived. They might be tired. I mean, they might not prepare. So what you have to do is keep them on pressure, try to make them gas out, and see what they do and try to make adjustment out of it.
And again, being from the Philippines, actually, I know some of the players here from the Makabayan Warriors. Their captain is James Vincent Martinez, another former member of the national youth team when he was still a youngster way back in 2004. And I did get a chance to cover a game that he did when he was playing in the Philippine Basketball Association Development League or the PBA D-League, where he actually scored 60 points. This guy is a deadly shooter, and he is their vocal leader also on the team. But they do have a player by the name of 6'9", Maurice Shaw, who we're going to see a little later on. So we send it out to Graham Esper for the introduction of everyone.
For today, this is between the Elang Pacific Caesar and the Makabayan Warriors. Let's meet the starters first. For the Makabayan Warriors, point guard number 13, James Martinez. Shooting guard number 8, Denzel Wong. Small forward number 10, Ralph Dallas. Power forward number 71, John Lee Valley. And at center number 78, Maurice Shaw. Head coach for the Warriors is Eric Butler. And now the starters for the Elang Pacific Caesar. Point guard number 11, Dio Putra. Shooting guard number 9, Daka Doipula. Starting center number 1, Capri Alston. Power forward number 12, Jonathan K. And the other forward is number 7, Gregorio Wipomo. Their head coach is Alice Hurd.
And as we mentioned, they have James Martinez, a former professional player as well from the Philippines, seeing action for them. And another guy that we're going to look forward to here is 6'9" Maurice Shaw. Now, he was a heavily touted player coming into the Philippine Basketball Association, but again, he finds himself here with the Makabayan Warriors. So let's see how he produces his numbers. Step back shot immediately to begin the game. That is Gregorio Claudio Wibowo making his first shot. It's like welcoming the new guys who just stepped out of the airplane into the MABA Stadium. Here's James Martinez. He's played in the Filbasket before. And that's going to be a turnover. So 5 quick points now for Gregorio Claudio Wibowo. It's always a good start when you can get your first 2 attempts to drop. Here's Deles. That's Ralph Deles going over now to Maurice Shaw. Screen provided for James Martinez, and it appears that Martinez is scouted before he came to this game. He's got a lot of videos online showing how good he can shoot here, Coach Adrian.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, you have a superstar in your team. I'm pretty sure the other team has been scouting you before the game. So
right.
Yeah, have to see how you make adjustment in the game. Again,
this guy scored a career high 60 points at one point in his career. James has missed his first 2 attempts, and here is Wibowo, who has yet to miss in this game. He's hit his first 3 attempts. So that was actually Dafo Duifula making his first attempt. 7-0. Shaw, no. Battle for the rebound. Won again by the Indonesians. And here's Dio Putra. He's going to slow things down once again. Into the post now. This is a nice matchup between Alston and Shaw. Alston with the left hand. No, Maurice Shaw will clean it up. Pushing the pace once again. The Makabayan Warriors from the Philippines. James Martinez is 0 for 3 to begin this game. Remember that James Martinez just arrived here at 6 in the morning. Not properly acclimatized yet, as Jonathan Kay with a wild shot. And into the front court now, we have Denzel Wong, and that is taken away once again. Wibowo now going over to Dio Putra. Kay had a wild shot earlier. He takes it closer this time and gets successful. 9-0 start for the Elang Pacific Caesar. What are they doing right here so far, Coach Adrian?
They're trying to push the pace. I mean, this Filipino teams is not used to that pace yet because they just come out of the play and haven't shaken the dust off. You give them some time, I guess. After 2 or 3 more minutes, I guess they get hot. I mean, they can match up the momentum.
Well, Ralph Deles finally able to get the first 2 points for the Makabayan Warriors on the follow-up. So 9-2 is our score. Another 3-pointer on its way. That one is missed. Maurice Shaw, that's what he does best. Pick up the rebounds. Martinez into the front court for John Lee Vallin. That is tapped out of bounds by Elang Pacific. So just under 7 minutes to play here. A little bit of a shell shock, if you will, for the Makabayan Warriors. Again, some of these guys arrived last night. Some just arrived this morning. And they're not playing with a complete lineup. Deles gets lucky. It hits the board, and he will be sent to the free throw line. That's going to be Alston committing the foul. Now, yesterday, Capri Alston also got into foul trouble by, doing the ball hawk for those silly fouls.
First team foul for Elang Pacific.
So again, you are the import. You're the American import, Coach Adrian. You got to take care of yourself by committing less fouls, or especially silly fouls. Here's Deles. Shaw providing the pick. Deles on the pick and roll. Maurice Shaw is going to get to the free throw line. And that's going to be a problem because Maurice Shaw is a 6'9" legit player who knows how to roll to the basket. Take a look at this one on the replay. Sat out his first PBA season because of back spasms. He had a back injury when he came into the PBA bubble in 2020 and sort of lost touch of the rotation. Dropped out of the league and has now found himself here at the Makabayan Warriors. Shaw good on 2 free throws. 9-4 is our score. 5-point lead for Elang Pacific. They had a 9-0 lead to begin this game. Here's Dio Putra putting that one up over Denzel Wong. Can't get it to roll in, and Shaw and Valen get entangled, and Shaw says, sorry, my bad, my brother.
14 seconds.
John Lee Valen also listed at 6'5". Trying to get physical already with Jonathan Kay. Here's Putra. They swing it around now. They get it to Alston, but it's taken away by Shaw. Here comes Martinez into the front court. Maurice Shaw. The pass was behind him. A turnover. Here's Alston now. And another turnover. I'm not quite sure if this sloppy play is because they were eating too much of the slippery stuff down there, Coach.
They might. No one can take care of the board.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of food here. I mean, that's the beauty of the MABA Stadium as well here, Coach. There's a lot of food trucks. Here is Shaw. James Martinez has yet to find his first field goal. Still can't do it. 0 for 4 for Martinez so far to start this game. Into the front court. Good stretch. Nothing there, however. Here's Wong pushing it up. And James is not going to miss this one.
James Martinez.
1 of 5 from the field to start. Good assist coming from Denzel Wong. And just like that, that's 6 unanswered points now for the Filipinos. Putra. Pick provided by Kay. Pick and pop action now. Jonathan Kay for 3. Battle for the rebound. Shaw gets it. Martinez is entangled, and a foul is going to be called in the backcourt, and this is going to go against Gregorio Claudi Wibowo.
13 foul for Elang Pacific. Substitution for Makabayan Warriors.
So the sub coming in now for the Makabayan Warriors. We have Hernal Escocio. Gonna see his first action of the game. He's also had some Filbasket experience way back in 2021. And Dexter Mescaliado also seeing his first action out of the Philippine Christian University. Undersized forward, actually. Martinez gets it out to Mescaliado. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Escocio, nice head fake, and he's gonna take this strong. He can't get it to go, but John Lee Valen is there to clean it up.
John Lee Valen.
Less than 5 minutes remaining. 8 unanswered points now for the Filipinos. Lead is down to 1 for the Indonesians. Jumper is a miss, but a foul is going to be called. And this will go against Hernal Escocio. That's going to send Gregorio Wibowo to the free throw line. So again, it's about getting the defense off balance so far here for the Elang Pacific Caesar, Coach Adrian.
Yeah, I mean, the Makabayan team is doing a good job on a 2-3 zone, try to slow the Elang Pacific down. I mean, if let's say you keep letting this Elang Pacific keep running, then it will be a big problem for Makabayan team. But I saw Makabayan team is really have really a lot of experienced players know how to play with these guys.
Even if they were just newly formed, they still know what Filipino basketball is all about. And I'm surprised that the Indonesians have not gotten it into the hands, in the post at least, of Capri Alston. Deles has it poked away. Alston has it now. 4-on-2 going the other way now. Wibowo getting it to the other side. 3-pointer is good. And that is from Aven Pratama.
Aven Pratama.
So finally an answer here for the Indonesians after giving up 8 straight. Here's James Martinez. Had a layup earlier. Tries to go for another one right now, and he gets it to go. Martinez did not land well there. He's still in the backcourt. 10-12. Elang Pacific now making it 15-12 on Jonathan Kay's 3-pointer. Again, you miss one player on defense, that's what happens. So less than 4 minutes remaining here in the first. 15-10 is our score in favor of Elang Pacific. Dexter Mescaliado lets it fly. He has developed that range over the years, but he will miss that one. Outlet pass right now, too far ahead, and that is unreachable for Aven Pratama. And we're going to have another sub here for the Philippines. Kenneth Dale Akbar is going to see his first action of the game. Ken Akbar, another 6'5" product. Look at how big that front line is now for the Philippines. Got 3 6'5" guys right there. Escocio giving the pick now to James Martinez. James broke free for a moment, but he missed the layup. Into the front court. Putra pushing this one up. And that is tapped out of bounds, and we're going to see a spate of substitutions now for the Philippines. So we're going to have Morales check in for the first time. That's Carlo Morales, along with Gayosa, Alfred Gayosa. Putra, straightaway three. Good. The outside shooting here for Elang Pacific. Elang Pacific coach has been doing wonders for them.
Yep, how they play is pretty similar to the Singapore Android.
Yeah.
You put shooters outside, you put a big man down there for rebounds, and yeah, right now they're making the shots.
Well, Escocio able to draw Alston out of the lane, and he is able to get his first 2 points of the game. So 18-12 so far with 2 minutes and 46 remaining here in the first. Kay hit a three earlier. Can't hit it this time. Battle for the rebound. Did Ken Akbar touch it last? And he did, according to our official. 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining here in the first. Wibowo now on the inbound. Finally, Alston gets the ball on offense, but they're playing zone suddenly when he gets it. That is to no one in particular there. In the area was Wibowo, so not a good start here for Capri Alston. 18-12 is our score here in the first. A 6-point lead now for Elang Pacific. Akbar going over to Hernal Escocio. He's a mid-range specialist, coach. Don't let the 6'4" height fool you. He likes to shoot from mid-range. 18-14 now is our score. Finally, they get it into Alston in a spot where he wants to be in. That's going to be a reach in on Escocio. So Capri Alston getting to the free throw line. That's a dying art, Coach Adrian, to have a guy, actually a big guy, stay in the post. Not very many people do that. Everybody wants to shoot threes now.
Yeah, Steph Curry era. Everybody wants to shoot threes, even big.
Well, you missed the Shaquille O'Neal era when somebody this big could dominate in the paint. But they get the ball out of Alston's hands. Kay missing. Philippines now on the attack once again. Morales going over to Gayosa now on the pull-up. That's a miss. Escocio at the right place at the right time. So Hernal Escocio cuts the lead down to 2. 1 minute and 40 remaining here in quarter number 1. Pratawa now going over to Alston. Does not get the pass back on the give and go. They will go to Dio Putra, who comes up empty. Akbar topping it over now to Mescaliado. Philippines on the attack once again. Hernal Escocio misses the layup. 18-16, Elang Pacific Caesar. Kay pulls up, 15-footer. No, Alston follow-up. Still not there. Still nothing from Capri Alston. Ken Akbar's pass is a lazy one, and it is picked up now by Pratawa with a sidestep. No count traveling. Good call. I mean, how many steps do you need to get a layup like that, Coach?
2 will be fine.
Yeah.
But looking at it, yeah, he took 3.
Yeah, and again,
Four. He took 4 steps.
it took a while for all of us to adjust to the step 0 from FIBA. I mean, how did you adjust to that step 0 rule?
For my team, we still continue using the old rules, 1, 2 steps. Yeah. We just doesn't want to confuse the player having that 0, 1, 2.
Yeah. Step 0 really made everything legal.
Yeah, just to play safe, just stay with the 2 steps.
That's why James Harden gets away with those 2 steps before he shoots the 3. Gayosa getting it out now to Escocio. It looks like Escocio's going to get a lot of minutes here. He's playing multiple positions right now for the Makabayan squad. And that with 4.8 seconds remaining. The Makabayan Warriors have an opportunity to get this shot off to beat the shot clock. Morales will do the honor. No James Martinez on the floor. Ken Akbar puts it up from the baseline. Ken Akbar, that's out of his range. He's a low post player, but he's able to get it done. Sometimes it surprises you when your bigs come up with big shots like that. Here's Putra. That is not that is a normal shot for Dio Putra. He likes to shoot it from 25 feet away. So the lead goes back to Elang Pacific. The Makabayan Warriors had already tied it up. Dexter Mescaliado with a hang time move. Oh, and that hit somebody in the back. So that's going to stay with the Makabayan Warriors. That hit Hardianto in the back. 2-second difference between the clocks. Mescaliado is going to trigger this one in. Ken Akbar. And a foul given up. They have fouls to give. Elang Pacific, that is only their 4th foul. Well, they had 1 foul to give.
Fouls on number 2, Mohamed Iqbal. That's his first foul, 14th foul for Elang Pacific.
How many 3-pointers? Oh.
Here's Morales now. 9, and that's going to mean free throws now as Dioputra gets a little too aggressive that time.
Fouls on number 11, Dioputra. That's his first foul, penalty situation.
So penalty situation now facing
2 free throws.
Elang Pacific.
Morales.
So Carlo Morales of the Philippines at the free throw line now. Again, if you're just joining us, Elang Pacific raced off to a 9-0 start. But then the Philippine team, the Makabayan Warriors, came back slowly, chipped away at it, and had an 8-0 run of their own. It's been a close game since. Morales missing 2. Still enough time here for Dioputra. And Elang Pacific to get the last shot of this first quarter. They get it off. That is going to count. Buzzer beater there coming from Dafa Doyafola. And at the end of the first 10 minutes of action, it is Elang Pacific taking a 24-18 lead against the Makabayan Warriors, Philippines. They started off with a lot of layups. 9-0 start. And look at our leading move of the game, the step back coming from Jonathan Kay. And that was the first 2 points of the Philippines, courtesy of Ralph Dellas. But the assist of the game had James Martinez hitting on the other end from Denzel Wong. It was a little bit of a physical affair, especially when the second unit came in for both teams. But at the end of the first 10 minutes of action, it is the Indonesians up 24-18 against the Filipinos. We'll have the second quarter when we return. And we are about to get going here in quarter number 2. But before that, we have a report coming from Mika Madrid.
Noel, Coach Eric Butler told me a while ago that he knows that things are not going to go perfectly for the Makabayan Warriors because of the lack of time that they spent together. In fact, the team just arrived at 6 a.m. this morning and they didn't have any chance to practice. However, he said that he's an in-game adjustment coach, so he'll be able to see where the team is struggling and address their gaps immediately. He said, "I'm a loud coach, I'm observant and intuitive, so I'll make sure to address what we need to improve on to ace the game." Noel and Adrian.
Thank you very much, Mika Madrid. And again, it's so tough, Coach. You came in, I think they came in together as a team at 6 a.m. and they have a 4 p.m. game without any shoot around, without any, court time before just making it to the gym for the warm-ups. I mean, how tough is that?
That's really tough. We had one game that we have to travel at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And travel all the way to Macau, reaching Macau at somewhere at 5. I mean, the next day, it's really not easy for the player to adapt. It's really tiring.
Well, it's a good thing we're only playing in one gym. Remember, during our days in the ABL, we play in one gym one day and then we move to another gym. Capri Alston still scoreless in this one. Mescaliado picks it up as the second quarter is underway right now. Elang Pacific with the interception now, and that's going to be a duty foul given up by Gayosa in the backcourt. So the steal goes to Dafa. I got to get this name right. Dafa Doyafola.
That's his first foul, first team foul for the
You can see it on the replay here. Good interception and also a good way to stop the fast break with a foul. And you have to go for the ball, right?
Yeah, you have to go for the ball. If not, it's
unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike,
Yeah. And here's Doifula on the turnaround. Ken Akbar, his elbows are famous in the Philippines. I swear. Again, 6'5", very physical player. Morales gets the baseline but lost the ball. It is tapped out, however, by Dio Putra.
Shot clock at 12 seconds.
So just over a minute gone by here in our second quarter. 24-20 is our score. Quick inbound now to Akbar. Quick release. Ken Akbar again from medium range. This guy loves the post but now has developed that mid-range shot. You always like that, Coach, when your big guys don't necessarily just stay in the paint. They can also shoot from the outside.
Yeah, if they can shoot from the outside, it's going to stretch the floor.
Yeah.
And drivers will get a lot of space driving in. That create a lot of offense out of it.
So sometimes some bigs even try to shoot threes, like in this case for Elang Pacific, Muhammad Iqbal Hardianto. Their power forward tried a three. Oh, a chance to tie or take the lead for the first time. We had a tied game earlier at 18-all, but that was pretty much it. Maurice Shaw knocking knees with Mezcaliado. Here's Gayosa tying it up. So 24 all, second deadlock of the game. Makabayan Warriors slowly warming up here. Remember, they were down by 9 early. Here's Hardianto, three-pointer, too strong. Battle for the rebound, picked up once again by Elang Pacific. Three-pointer this time is good for Tafa Doifula. So the Filipinos have not tasted the lead in this game. Mezcaliado getting it out to Gayosa, tries to tie it again. Alston for the rebound. Doifula now at full steam, and he will miss the layup. And Alston just clears everybody out of his path to get the follow-up there, Coach Adrian.
Baby Shaq
Yeah.
right there.
Might call him Baby Shark at one point as well. Shaw, he's got his second field goal of the game. He's got 6 in the game on that tip-in. So 29-26. That is so hard, you know, coming off a plane and playing a game a few hours later.
It is, but the offense for the Elang Pacific is kind of stiff. No one is moving, just waiting.
They're all just trying to shoot from the outside. Gayosa again, very, very heady in terms of his drives, but couldn't get it to go. 29-26. Elang Pacific up by 3. Under 7 minutes to play here in the second. Putra getting it up. Doifula now over to Alston. Here is Hardianto for 3, and he is really trying to shoot. He's like a stretch 4, trying to shoot his way out of a slump. Putra is going to be called for a foul. You're 5'9", trying to go up against 6'9". That's always a problem, right, Coach?
That might, but that's a good gamble. If let's say ref doesn't call that, we got to go and have another possession right here.
One of the best coaches in the Philippines, Norman Black, once told me, because he's 6'5". If I'm 6'5", why will I be 5'5" and bring down the ball? If you're 6'5", keep the ball up there so those little guys don't get it. But again, sometimes you can draw foul. I mean, I remember. Was this guy Kwek Chan Yuan when he was 6'8", but he likes to dribble the ball. He'd lose the ball so much.
Turn the ball over most of the
Yeah.
time.
James Martinez back in the game though for the Makabayan Warriors Philippines. Ken Akbar, boy, that's really out of his range now. And he missed that one. But again, I love the development of this player, Coach Ken Akbar. I met him since he was a youngster, high school all the way to college. He was primarily a post player and a rim protector. Then when he turned pro, he started shooting from the outside.
I see. But he's trying to stretch the floor for player 78.
That is Maurice Shaw.
Yeah, so that Maurice can get more space inside and play a lot of post play.
Again, he's pretty tough to stop once he's in the paint. So is this guy, Capri Alston, on the fall away. Believe it or not, he is still scoreless in this game.
I guess he made one on a basket shot a while ago.
Oh, he did make one. Okay, I correct myself then. Yeah, Capri Alston does have 2 points in the game. Gayosa on the drop-off. Shaw, that's too low. Too many blue shirts in the vicinity. 5:45 to play here in the second. 29-26 is our score. Elang Pacific up by 3. They left a shooter open. And it's a miss, however, but a great follow-up, good anticipation, right place at the right time for Wibowo. 31-26. Again, the Makabayan Warriors have not tasted the lead in this game. Martinez going to the side. Delis for three. 31-29. Makabayan just staying close. They go to the other end now. Here is Alston. Likes to operate from the right side of the paint. Out to the three-point shooter. That is a miss coming from Wibowo. Here comes Martinez for the Philippines. And here is Delis on the finish. And suddenly, we have another tied game, our third deadlock of the game at 31, and a timeout called by Elang Pacific Caesar. Let's take a look at our leading move of the game. This was Maurice Shaw to open hostilities here in the second quarter. Again, the Filipinos trying to get something happening inside to free up some of their shooters. And one of the shooters happens to be 6'5" Ken Akbar, who just lines it up from the baseline. So much more basketball coming up right here in our continuing coverage of the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. Back with us here inside the MABA Stadium here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Day number 2 of our continuing coverage of the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. Noel Zarate working with Coach Adrian Wong and Mika Madrid. Game 2 of our quadruple header for today. And again, this is a holiday, by the way, here in Malaysia. Coach, what holiday are we talking about?
It's Deepavali. I mean, celebration for the Indian race.
Wow.
It's a new year for them. And yeah, it seems to be the holiday.
Yeah, there's a Hindu temple very near, right? It's actually right behind our hotel. And I saw there was a lot of colors happening there, a lot of flowers that they have there.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
All Indian temples are celebrating Deepavali.
Well, happy holidays to our friends from India. There's Capri Alston now, attracting the double team on the zone. Fake there by Wibowo. They get it over to the side. Three-pointer by Wisibono. That is a miss. Recovery once again. That is a hack coming from John Lee Valin as Hardianto is going to get to the free throw line. A time was when, the Philippines would just dominate everywhere they went, but nowadays, they become so beatable because all of the other countries are also starting to grow taller players. Like this guy, Hardianto, is about 6'4", and in Malaysia, you have some pretty tall players as well, Coach.
I mean, everyone wants to win, so definitely we will study, scout, and then find how people used to win game, and we want to learn.
Yeah. Well, in Malaysia, of course, you do have the great Mei. He's probably one of the best players that we got right now here in Malaysia. Great shooter. And I'm very impressed with the development of Ong Wei Yong. Yeah. Coach Jeff Viernes has done wonders with that kid. As we come up now on 4 minutes remaining here in the second quarter, rather. Ralph Delis had an open lane but missed the layup. That's a wild pass out. Martinez with the recovery. Shot clock at 10 now for the Makabayan Warriors. Delis misses this time. 32-31. Elang Pacific hanging on to a 1-point lead. They left him open, and Wibowo will make them pay. Again, you like the ball movement here for the Elang Pacific Warriors, or Elang Pacific Caesar.
Yeah, I like the movement right here. I mean, ball movement is good, just that it's pretty stiff only. But they're loaded with shooters, so yeah, I guess that's how they play.
James Martinez just hit his first three of the game, connected by James Martinez. And once this kid picks up his range, He's practically unstoppable from beyond the arc. 35-34. Lead is down to 1. Wibisono now, and there is a foul by Valin, and this is one thing that John Lee Valin has to work on, his penchant for committing fouls. I believe that's his third in the game already. And he was actually out of his area of responsibility, if we may say. That's only his second, though. I correct myself. That's his second foul on John Lee Valin. Hernan Escocio has checked back into the game. Putra, Wibisono, Wibowo, 3, no. Valin for the rebound. 2 minutes and 48 remaining here in quarter number 2. It's a close one so far, 35-34. Martinez being given the screen. James on the floater, no. Ardianto almost lost it to Martinez. 2.5 remaining here in the second. That's a bad pass. Martinez picks it off. Deles cut by Escocio. That is tapped away. Denzel Wong for 3. So 2 minutes and 10 remaining here in the second. Who's going to get that spurt to end? Oh, that's just a great slide. No wonder why it was a great slide, because he walked.
Yeah, but you can see cuts and drive happening in Elang Pacific right now. That creates a lot of stuff for the shooters.
Yeah.
Like it's being more active on offense right now.
I'm just wondering why they haven't gone to Alston more, because he is a post threat there, and he is as big, if not as big as his opponent.
Personally, I think the locals are playing much more better compared to Alston.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's why it's really predictable every time when the ball passes down to the post. So you got to create something else like a decoy, and then later on you come back to the post again.
Yeah, well, again, Alston with only 2 points in the game. He's like 1 for 10,000 right now, if I may say. Ken Akbar again, very short rotation for Coach Eric Butler in this game. He's only got 11 active players. I'm not quite sure if anybody else is coming here from the Philippines, but Makabayan is already over the limit. Penalty situation, which means free throws now for Muhammad Iqbal Hardianto. And some of these players, of course, have had professional experience. They do have a big league over in Indonesia called the IBL. And that's a great way to get some experience. Of course, the Indonesians have also won internationally in the ASEAN Basketball League, 2-time champions. The Indonesia Warriors, of course, way back in 2013. And in 2019, it was the CLS Knights. You're very familiar with that team. Yep. Deles with a scoop shot. So 1 minute and 40 remaining here in the first half. Near steal by Martinez. That is picked up by Escocio. Now they're off and running. Martinez is going to take this in all the way. James will now give the first lead of the game to the Makabayan Warriors. Martinez now picks up a total of 9 points after a very, very rough start. Alston gets away, but can't score. Alston gets it back, and now he can score. So Elang Pacific reclaims the lead as we come up on 1 minute remaining. Escocio, automatic. That is an automatic shot for Escocio. He's been known for that over the years. Anything between 12 to 15 feet. 40-39, three-pointer not there. Akbar for the rebound. Deles now for the Makabayan Warriors. They can go for a 2-for-1 if they choose to. That will now be the decision of Martinez. Do they go for a 2-for-1? He will attack. James, floater, no. Battle for the rebound, picked up again by Escocio, and they're going to keep it with 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Decision for Elang Pacific.
So Pratama is going to come in for Hardianto. Here is Ken Akbar, and he will get to the free throw line. So Ken Akbar is getting to the free throw line here. Again, for a long time, Coach Adrian, 6'5" was considered very tall in the Philippines. Or probably around his time. He's 6'5".
But same in Malaysia. If let's say you're 6'5", you consider a top player. But really rare we get a 6'5" that can shoot and drive.
That's true also. Well, Wong Yi was doing pretty well yesterday.
Yep.
41-39. A chance to reclaim the lead. This could be the lead. No, Akbar gets the rebound. And Martinez is going to hold for the last shot. Denzel Wong is not thinking last shot. He's thinking shoot now. Alston, now enough time for Elang Pacific to get the last shot. Three-pointer on its way. They had a buzzer beater to end the first, but they cannot replicate it at the end of the second. So after 2 quarters played, it is the Makabayan Warriors Philippines 41, the Elang Pacific Caesar Indonesia 39. We're going to have a report, an interview a little later on coming from Mika Madrid with one of the players who is ahead at the end of the first half of action. But assess this game so far, Coach Adrian. What are you seeing so far that these two teams have brought with them right now? I mean, I know it is just a 2-point lead, but let's assess that first half for both teams.
Right, for Elang Pacific, they are much more younger, they're much more faster. I mean, they push the ball real fast, good tempo. But for Makabayan, they're really experienced player. I like how Martinez is playing. I mean, out of pick and roll, you get to attract all the defender coming in and dish the pass out for 3 points, and he himself can score as well.
Well, they do. He did have 9 points. James Martinez did, but of course, Ralph Deles also had 9 points to end the first half. As we take a look at some of the highlights from the first half, and the Philippine squad really had to scrap for everything that they got, and eventually they got the lead. And now we send it over to Mika Martinez, who is with Ralph Deles.
And now we're here with Ralph Deles of the Makabayan Warriors, who scored 9 points and 3 rebounds in the first 2 quarters. Now, Ralph, what was your biggest challenge in the first 2 quarters?
The first 2 quarters, medyo we had a hard time adjusting because we didn't get a clear scouting report on the team. We didn't know that they had deadly shooters. So that was our main adjustment for coming in the second quarter.
And you struggled in the first quarter, but then you were able to turn that around. How were you able to do that?
We just got used to the ball again. It's our first time using the ball, the leaning ball. So it took some time for us to adjust.
All the best to your team. Again, that was Ralph Deles of the Makabayan Warriors.
Much Mika Madrid, and we are at the half right now. We will have some numbers to share with you in just a few moments here. Again, a 41-39 lead, Makabayan Warriors over the Elang Pacific Caesar. We're looking at the numbers right now, Coach. Before they go up on screen, what are you seeing so far in terms of the statistics?
I mean, Makabayan got deeper bench looking right here. I mean, their bench points is 15 compared to Elang right here only got 5. And looking at it, turnovers, both team is controlling fine, just that Makabayan right there has a little bit more experience, getting only 6 and forced 9 turnovers on Elang.
Well, you know that. Yeah, the 9-0 start is ancient history now. Actually, for Elang, they only shot 31% from the field. They are shooting very well from behind the arc, though. It's 7 makes already so far against only 2 for the Makabayan Warriors. But probably the big number that we're going to look for right here is really just the 3-pointers that has kept them in the lead. But the 42%, that came from a lot of layups, though, from the Makabayan Warriors.
Yeah, layups has a lot of mid-range shots. I mean, you gotta give respect to them. I mean, they came out of playing 6 a.m. in the morning and they can play like that. You gotta give them respect.
Well, they are resting right now because we're at the halftime break, and we will also take a breather right now. It is 41-39. The Makabayan Warriors have a 2-point lead against the Elang Pacific Caesar. We'll be right back for our continuing coverage of the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. Yeah, there was fireworks at midnight last night.
still we're still live at the MABA Stadium, and here with me is Greg of the Elang Pacific Caesar. Now, Greg, you came here ready to fight and score a win, but still fell short in the first half. What do you think is the reason for this?
Maybe the size. They have more size and they have more powerful than us. But we have a hustle play and more speed, just like that.
And what adjustments are you planning to make to turn the ball around this time?
Stick to the plan. We keep ball moving around and then choose the three-point shoot.
Good luck to the whole team, and now we'll be back with more basketball action.
Is about to begin. All right, now basketball action is about to begin here in the second half, and this matchup between the Makabayan Warriors from the Philippines and the Elang Pacific Caesar from Indonesia. My name is Noel Zarates, still working alongside Coach Adrian Wong, and we did hear Mika Madrid just a few moments ago So that is the trio bringing you the action right now. And let's go back to that first half. 9-0 lead for Elang Pacific. Then the Philippine team, Makabayan Warriors, were able to come back and actually take the lead at one point before the halftime break, where they do have a 2-point lead right now. So what changed now for the Makabayan Warriors? How come they suddenly are playing with more confidence?
For Makabayan, I think they are really experienced player. I mean, you're gonna love this team, how they set things up for their teammates. I mean, getting the right. I mean, at the right spots, the right time for the teammates to finish, and then they four-man. What is his name again? 26. I mean, start stretching the floor by hitting that mid-range shot.
Yeah. Ken Akbar,
Yeah, Ken Akbar. Trying to set Shaw up. I mean, getting more space under the basket. But other than that, I guess Martinez playing a good leadership, trying to bring a team into a better flow in offense.
Well, let's see if that flow in offense happens for the team that just got off the airplane this morning. We're talking about the Makabayan Warriors of the Philippines, and we have a three-pointer to open hostilities here. That is Dafa Joyfula hitting it now for Indonesia, and they take the lead now, 42-41. And that's what Greg was actually saying earlier, that they need to get more ball movement to be able to involve their shooters. And here's one of the shooters from the Philippines. Ralph Delis hit a three-pointer earlier, does not hit it this time. Dio Putra, the quarterback, getting it now to Wibozo. And Greg Wibono puts it up. So Maurice Shaw has been very busy with the rebounding, not very busy with the scoring though. If you're 6'9", don't you want to exploit the paint? Well, there he is now. He's going to take a jump shot. That's not the idea of getting the ball to Maurice Shaw at that place.
Yeah, I mean, you still have shot clock, which you have long time on. Just move the ball, try to get the ball at the low post again, and then try to play Olsen one-on-one down the basket and force Olsen into a foul trouble. That will give you a bigger chance than winning.
How about Ralph Delis with that transition three? Knocks it down. He is the team's stretch three right now. He started as the power forward. Now moving over to the small forward position. So that three by Delis restores the lead now to the Makabayan Warriors. 44-42. K. Here's Putra. And he elevates and scores. Check that. That's actually Greg Wibono getting that one. Oh, here is Shaw inside, and that's how he's going to get hurt. A foul committed there. This could go against Capri Alston. We'll see who they give it to. No, they do not give it to Alston. They will give it to Dafa Joyfula. Maurice Shaw. I was talking to him earlier, Coach Adrian, because I remember when we first, when he in his rookie year, he did have back issues, several injuries along the way, but he says he's at 100% right now.
Let's hope that's happening. Usually all these big players, when they come to a new team, they used to have this back issue. I think it's because the training is pretty hard on that team that forced them to have that old injury.
I mean, you got to choose your poison. It's either a back injury or a knee injury, right? I mean, you'd rather have the back injury at this point because that's still treatable. And that is a turnover. Putra trying to get it over to K, and he wasn't in position. And we're going to have an early timeout, but this time it's going to be called by the Makabayan Warriors. They have a 1-point lead, 45-44. We will step away. Back in a moment. And we return to our continuing coverage of the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship right here at the MABA Stadium in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Noel Zarat is still working with Coach Adrian Wong and Mika Madrid second game of our quadruple header for today. And again, the holiday that we have for our fellow Indians, we got to greet them right now, Coach Adrian.
Yeah, we can. Happy Deepawali to all the Indian friends right out there watching this game.
Some of them are actually here in the stadium already trying to take in the action. Unproductive effort there for Makabayan. And off the wrong leg. Left-handed layup is missed there by Wibono. James Martinez trying to get aggressive as Ralph Deles misses. Martinez lost the handle. Wibono now into the front court and nobody home. It's going to be an easy one for Jonathan Kay. And Elang Pacific has reclaimed the lead, 46-45. Maurice Shaw working the post. And he is bumped out of position a bit there by Capri Alston. Wibowo now waiting for Putra to get into position. Putra from the elbow. Alston clears the rebound. Three-pointer on its way. That is the third in the game for Dafa Doifula. And over at the other end, before you can celebrate, you got to run down on defense. They didn't do that. Delis is able to score there, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, they take things for... I mean, they're just not aware. They celebrate out of a three and just let people run on off. I mean, fast break.
Now it's the turn of Wibowo to try a three. That is a miss. Ken Akbar for the rebound for the Makabayan Warriors, and he wants to be a point guard. Oh, and Akbar wants to be Steph Curry, too. Can't get it to go, and I'm not quite sure how Eric Butler's going to interpret that. Here is Dio Putra. Enter the front court. Too many white shirts. He will reset and wait for everybody to get down. 6.5 to play here in the third. 49-47 in favor of Elang Pacific. And how about that? I can't get baskets inside, so Capri Alston decides to take a three. So 52-47. James wants it back. He airballs the three. Sometimes when you come off a plane, it is very difficult to get your legs back real quick, Coach Adrian.
Yeah, but looking at it, it's like three after three after three. It's a three-point showcase right now.
Well, don't wait for James Martinez to warm up in terms of the three-pointers. He can hit it in bunches. Putra, 6 minutes remaining, and that is a loose ball picked up by Martinez. Into the front court. James has it stripped. And again, that looked like a clean swipe by Jonathan Kay, but the motion of the arm is going to make the official call. Let's see it again here, Coach Adrian.
Second team foul for
It was clean. It was clean to me, right?
Well, maybe from that angle, the referee might have seen there as a swipe hitting the right hand of James Martinez, a product of the University of the East in the Philippines, was a member of the 2004 Sayaba champion youth team of the Philippines as well, and had some professional experience playing in the PBA, playing in the MPBL, and of course had some Filbasket experience as well in the 2021 bubble where he played for the Muntinlupa Defenders. Knocks down 2 free throws there. 52-49 is our score, and the lead of Elang Pacific is 3 points. Here's Dio Putra. Looking for a friend, gets it over now to Alston, all sorts of space, and Capri Alston scores, plus the foul from Maurice Shaw.
I mean, he was late. Shaw was late. I don't get why he went for that.
Number 78, Maurice Shaw. That's his first foul. First team foul for the Makabayan.
And that's just incredible body control for somebody his size, about 6'3", 6'4", listed at 6'5", but able to suspend in midair and avoid the very long arms of Maurice Shaw. And a timeout is going to be called again. Second timeout already in the second half for Eric Butler. He is down to 1 timeout remaining for the rest of the game, and we still have 5:40 remaining here in this third quarter. We will have more action when we return right here at the MABA Stadium. Stay with us. Back with us here at the MABA Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 54-49 lead for the Elang Pacific Caesar team out of Indonesia against the Makabayan Warriors out of the Philippines. And we have a bonus free throw coming up now for Capri Alston, who suddenly now has a total of 9 points after finishing with only 2 at the end of the first half. Noel Zarate still with Coach Adrian Wong and Mika Madrid. Alston does not complete the three-point play. Interesting that Eric Butler has used 2 timeouts already in the third, Coach. What's the philosophy behind that? What's the mentality behind that?
No, you saw that lead from Elang. I guess he just want to stop it and then find a way to get back that lead.
Well, 2 timeouts. It might be costly in a close game towards the end, but let's see what happens next as Ralph Dallas is able to score. Alston bothered by Shaw. Rebound Dallas. Gayosa into the front court. Martinez almost lost it. They move it around now to Dallas. He's had the hot hand. Not this time, though. Alston tries to track it down, and they get it now to Dio Putra. 5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 54-51. Elang Pacific. Can that change? Not with that shot. Battle for the rebound. Shaw leaves it alone, and they say it stays with the blue shirts. So Maurice Shaw is deemed to have touched this one last, and the referees could be right on that one. So 4:50 remaining. Even the ball needs to be subbed every now and then, right?
Yep, all sweaty, all.
Yeah, imagine that. How many players touch that ball? And I believe during the pandemic, they even had to like disinfect the ball every time they have to change. I mean, good luck with that, right?
Yep.
Sometimes it makes the ball a little bit more slippery. Kay missing from the outside. Deles the rebound. Gayosa pushing for Makabayan. Pushed it too far behind James Martinez. And it is a turnover against the white shirts. So again, not the ideal start for the Makabayan Warriors, but at least they're keeping in step with a team that's already been here since the other day. Runner by Putra. Shaw with another rebound. Gayosa will push it up now. Dallas open once again. Ralph Dallas with a miss. Kept alive by Akbar. Martinez straight away 3. Good!
James Martinez, 3.
That's what we are talking about. James Martinez, once he starts lighting it up, he's very hard to stop. He's got 14 in the game. 54 all. Alston faces up. Martinez for the rebound, and here comes Gayosa once again. Got to get it across. Ken Akbar putting it on the floor. Fall away, tough shot. That's a miss. Into the front court now. Dio Putra escapes the defense, hands it over, but that was too close of a pass. And that's going to go to the side of the Filipinos again. I mean, sometimes, Coach, your intentions are good, but if the pass is too, the hole for the pass is too small, that's very hard.
Yeah, but it was a good find. It was
Yeah.
a good find, yeah. If he catches that one, it should be a 2-point.
Akbar. Boy, has he extended his range, has he? And a timeout will be called here by Elang Pacific Caesar. Makabayan Warriors have claimed the lead once again, 57-54. We'll be right back. And we continue with the action here at the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship. A collision at mid-court. That's going to be Dexter Mescaliado going to be called for the foul here. And again, the timeout situation as early as the third quarter. Let's address this. 2 timeouts remaining for Elang Pacific. 1 timeout remaining for the Makabayan Warriors. I believe it at one point. Hold on, we have a sub coming in. John Lee Vallin will replace Ken Akbar. And I believe at one point when everybody's out of timeouts, they'll just let the players play.
But it was a good call for the timeout. I mean, they got the league up right after the timeout.
Right. Alston, another 3. In and out. Tip in, not there for K. Recovery made by Wibowo. And it's taken away by Mescaliado, but taken away again by Putra. And the Philippines have it once again. Valin for the Makabayan Warriors. Out to Wong. They get it now to Morales. Second unit on the floor, and Carlo Morales knocks down the 3. Now it is a 60-54 lead for the Makabayan Warriors of the Philippines. Wibowo thinking 3. Gets the pick from Alston. Pick and roll action on the delay, and Capri Alston still can't get it to go. Denzel Wong on the push out. Going to Carlo Morales, who will manufacture free throws. Foul acknowledged by Jonathan Kay.
It's really not a night for Austin. He has been missing most of the shot on the basket. I mean, because of that miss, you see that leads to that run on them down to their throat right away.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It appears that Capri Alston is making a shot. You know, he's making it too much of a fast shot, being afraid to get blocked. He's rushing his shot.
Yeah, most likely.
But again, if you're 6'5" with a wide body like that, I mean, if you get blocked, you get blocked. But you have to continue with the normal motion of your shot.
But I guess they got pride. They have pride.
No.
They just don't want to get blocked.
I think that's an Asian thing altogether. I don't know if it's the way here in Malaysia, but in the Philippines, you get blocked. It's humiliating.
It is. It's the same here.
I mean, getting blocked is part of the game. Well, losing the ball is also part of the game, but good recovery there by Dio Putra. Here's Doifola now. Trying to get a full head of steam. Gets it out to Wibowo. Pratama. Wibowo, 3-pointer is a miss. Battle for the rebound. Putra tracks it down, not for long. Here's Valin. Getting it over now to Morales, and Morales is going to get it to go. Largest lead of the game now for the Makabayan Warriors, 9 points, which matches the biggest lead, of course, of the Elang Pacific Warriors, or Elang Pacific Caesar, when they had a 9-0 start to this game. But Pratama is able to get it back. Foul called against Pratama.
Foul number 14, Alan Pratama. That's his first foul.
So the lead 7 points, 63-56.
19 seconds on the shot clock.
A minute and 41 remaining in the third. Denzel Wong will set it up. Mescaliado on the fake. And look at the sidestep there coming from Dexter Mescaliado, but he will miss. Indonesians now pushing it up. Wibowo on the hang time. Greg Wibowo now has a total of 15 points to lead his team. Denzel Wong for 3. The shoe is on the other foot now, Coach Adrian. It's now the Filipinos hitting from the outside.
Yeah, because the Elang is going on zone defense, 2-1-2 zone. That gives space for the Filipinos to make those threes.
Oh, Scotia just had enough time to get the layup to go. So 68-58. You don't want to run with the Filipinos if you're the Indonesians. That's the best tip I can probably give you, as Dio Putra can't get it to go. The follow-up is good, plus the foul. And John Lee Vallin can't believe it. So Pratama is going to have a 3-point play opportunity.
Foul number 71, John Lee Vallin.
We're going to have a sub come in now for the Elang Pacific Warriors. Our first look at Fred Darmawan.
team has the line.
So going to the free throw line for the and one, Aven Pratama. Again, if you're just joining us, it was a 9-0 start for the Indonesians, and then Philippines came back with 8 unanswered. And it was a close game. In fact, it was a tied game at one point, as now Carlo Morales has found his range. Philippines was up by 2 in the halftime break, and now they are up by 11, 71-60, with no James Martinez on the floor. Dio Putra has had a bad game today in terms of his offense. Putra right now getting it out to K. Jonathan. Pratama. How about that quarterback pass coming from Escocio, and Valin cannot contain it as the third quarter comes to an end. A lot of action, fast and furious, but at the end, it is the Makabayan Warriors of the Philippines taking an 8-point lead into the fourth quarter against the Elang Pacific Caesar. We will have more basketball action from the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship after we take a look at this AICC three-point shot of the game coming from Capri Alston. They'll need more of that if they want to mount a comeback here in the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter happens when we return.
Now we're back here at the MABA Stadium with the Makabayan Warriors leading with a score of 70-62. Now the Makabayan Warriors weren't expecting much when they got here because according to the coach, they weren't able to spend much time together. But now that they're leading, James Martinez told me that he wants to see the team as strong fighters who are willing to grab every opportunity. And since the lead is very strong, he wants to use Filbasket as an opportunity to give Filipino players more exposure to the international basketball scene. Noel and Adrian.
Well, thank you very much. James Martinez, of course, now sliding to the role of mentor as well after his years of service with the national team. Now wanting to help everybody get involved in the international arena, and he's got a great opportunity to do that here with the Makabayan Warriors. Nobody home as Pratama is going to score over Valin. Lead is down to 6 right now. The Filipinos headed up to 11 at one point, 70-64. Inside play, Carlo Morales. 72-64. I remember now Escocia's nickname is Wowie because he used to wow us with his mid-range shots. Here is another three-pointer. Wibowo has lost his touch, but the Makabayan Warriors have lost the ball. Nice pass inside. Oh, great fake by Pratama. And another turnover on a bad pass here coming from Carlo Morales. Wibowo gets it outside. Putra tries again, and Putra continues to miss. Great boxing out by the very wide Denzel Wong. I mean, he may be only 5'9", but he's got the width of a linebacker.
I start to like this kid, number 14, Pratama.
Yeah.
He's really hustling up and down the court.
Another kid who's about 20, 21 years old. That's why I'm telling you, you know the advantage of the Indonesians over countries like Malaysia and the Philippines? They have more people to choose from.
It is just like China and India.
Right, like China's the number one in terms of population. India to follow. John Lee Fallon able to get that done. Probably the United States would be the third most populated country. The fourth is Indonesia. So you have a lot of choices there. You have a lot of people to choose from. And I won't be surprised if they find a few 7-footers somewhere in Bali, somewhere in Surabaya, somewhere there. Because that's a land of a lot of people. So they can probably find them and develop them, hopefully at a young age. But you have to remember the success of Indonesia basketball as well as in the Southeast Asian Games when they were able to finally defeat the Philippines. Malaysia did it in 1989, right in this building. Defeated the Philippines.
That was a long time ago.
I know. Three-pointer is gone. Jonathan K. Were you around already in 1989, Coach?
I think I was only 1 year old.
Ralph Delas able to get it done. Well, those are the only two times the Philippines have lost in recent memory, 1989 and 2022. Three-pointer now is a miss. K can't get back-to-back. And here is your favorite player, Coach. Avin Pratama again with the follow-up.
Really solid under basket, really hustling up and down the court. Really good player.
And still very raw.
Yeah.
With the right coach, he could be a star one day. Deles forced that one up. And here it comes. Oh, Doifula was shooting the layup before he caught the ball. James Martinez has now returned, along with Maurice Shaw and along with Ken Akbar. So practically a new squad on the floor with the exception of Denzel Wong. He's the only guy remaining. And, Gayosa's just checked back in as well. So only one person remaining from the last five here for Coach Eric Butler. Martinez now to Wong. As that poked away. Gayosa, James open for three. Bang!
Engine started.
That's like an automatic if James Martinez catches it at the right spot and nobody's in front of him. Martinez now with 17 to lead the Philippine charge. I make that 18 points for Ralph. Ralph Delas is leading with 18 points right now.
16, Alfred Gayosa.
And Gayosa is going to be called for a foul.
Second foul, first team foul for Makabayan Warriors.
So Delas and Martinez leading the charge now for the Makabayan Warriors. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Doifula left open for three. What a looping three for Dafa Doifula. Lead down to 5 once again. And Gayosa still can't score. And into the front court now. Darmawan slowing it down. Oh, no slowing down for this kid. Pratama scores again. You like it that he moves well without the ball. Wong almost takes it, almost lost it. And it was almost taken away by Darmawan.
Ralph Delas for
6 and 28 remaining here in the fourth. And Capri Alston, I didn't even notice that he was resting on the bench, Coach Adrian. I mean, how could we miss somebody that big? But, you know, you're still in the game, trying to keep yourself in the game, and suddenly, there you go. You have to pass through the white line. You bring in Capri Alston, who could be the game changer at this point.
Especially end game. You never know, he make up another few threes more and
right.
another basket. You see rim protector right here.
And that's going to be a foul called on the Indonesians. I believe it will be against Pratama. Oh no, they're going to call it on Capri Alston.
Foul is number 1, Capri Alston. That's his second foul. Second team foul for
Capri Alston is going to be called for his second, and that's pretty good because remember yesterday he had 4 fouls already in the fourth.
2 free throws for Alfred Gayosa.
And they're saying it was a shooting foul, so Alfred Gayosa is going to get to the free throw line here for the Makabayan Warriors Philippines. 80-76 is the score right now. Again, the Filipinos dressing actually only 10 players tonight. So they still have 2 players that they're waiting for, at least 2 players that they're waiting for. Cayosa good on 2. 81-76, 5-point lead. Great escape there by Doifula. And he's going to pull up from 15, but he will miss. Tracks down his own miss. Gets it out to Wibowo for 3. And again, Doifula with the offensive rebound, and this time he won't miss. Dafa Doifula is keeping Elang Pacific in this game. Entry pass poked away. Alston has it. Wibowo is fouled in the backcourt by Ken Akbar. Remember, Eric Butler only has 1 timeout remaining here, Coach Adrian. Is it going to backfire on him?
I think it was a good foul from Ken.
Yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't foul that one, it would be a just 1-point game.
I think they're trying to look. There you go. Now IRS. So they're now trying to look if there was an unsportsmanlike foul.
There will be a review of the last play.
And our game announcer, Graham Esbet, has just said that there will be a review of that last play. I'm not quite sure what they're reviewing here, Coach.
Whether Ken is going for the ball.
Oh, okay. So they could upgrade this to an unsportsmanlike foul if they deem that Ken Akbar did not go for the ball.
Yeah.
And Ken Akbar is now actually demonstrating how he went for the ball. So our crew chief. Oh, now they're going to upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike foul.
Unsportsmanlike foul, number 26, Kenneth Akbar. That's his first foul.
3 on Akbar, his first foul. So it is an upgraded unsportsmanlike foul. So they say he did not go for the ball to stop the play. And this is going to be big because with 5:47 remaining, the lead of the Makabayan Warriors is just 3 points. So if Wibowo can actually make these 2 free throws, and they have the ball back, they could take the lead in the next offensive. So Greg Wibowo making good on the first. And he has a total of 16 points. Good scatter of the scoring here for the Elang Pacific Warriors. A lot of their locals getting involved as well as Wibowo knocks down 2. Yeah, Dafa Doifula's got 19. Jonathan Kay's got a total of 10 points. And Alvin Pratama has got 16, so that's a pretty good scatter of points. Wibowo stopping in front of Maurice Shaw, getting it inside to Alston, and Capri joins the double-figure parade. There are 5 players now in double figures for the Elang Pacific Caesar. And that lead goes now to the Indonesians, but Ken Akbar says not for long. We just lent you the lead. 83-82. Another turnover here. Deles looks at Shaw. That is tapped out by Wibowo.
Shot clock at 18 seconds.
5 minutes and 10 remaining here in the 4th quarter. 1-point lead. Akbar for 3. 82 or 83-82 right now. Now, if you are the Indonesians, you don't want to rush this. Dio Putra getting it outside. Pratama gets it out to Putra once again. All day to shoot, but he still misses. Alston gets it inside. The reverse is missed. Boy, 2 open looks for the Indonesians. Martinez, Deles is fouled. Almost had a 3-point play opportunity. He did wait for Darmawan to come in. So Ralph Celes is going to get to the free throw line, or Ralph Deles rather. His nickname is RJ, so RJ Deles getting to the free throw line. (84-82). Lead is now 3, and we're going to have Morales check back in to replace Gayosa. And Gayosa may not have scored a lot, Coach, but boy, was he really active on the court in his moments there.
He does. I mean, he created that momentum for the Makabayan to run on all transition.
Pressure in the backcourt. They finally get it across. There's Darmawan now. Putra now picked up by RJ Deles on the switch. They get it outside. And Wibowo misses. Looks like Wibowo's out of bullets already at this point. Ken Akbar. Martinez, 11 to shoot. Akbar puts it on the floor. Gets it out to Deles. RJ with a fake. Three-pointer on its way. That's an air ball. Here comes Capri Alston now. A chance to inch even closer for the Indonesians. Darmawan, and there's going to be a foul before Darmawan went up. That's going to be a pushing foul on RJ Deles. That's one way to stop the offense. I mean, push somebody else while the ball's not with him.
First foul, 13 foul from the Makabayan Warriors.
So 3 minutes and 48 remaining. There's going to be substitutions coming in now for the Indonesians. Still a lot of time. Oh, they left Capri Alston open. That is a miss. Doi Fula on the fall away. That's the influence of the NBA for you right there, Coach. That was a fall away that looked like a Kobe Bryant attempt. And a hand check now called on the other end. That's going to go on Dio Putra. So Wawi Escocia is going to come back into the game now. It's going to be Ken Akbar is going to take a seat. Martinez now on the inbound. Here is the jumper now coming from Morales. No, and Escocio is there to clean it up. 3-point lead again for Makabayan. Does he still have enough bullets? No, I mean the shooters of Indonesia, Coach Adrian, have ran out of gas.
That looks like it. I mean, they're loaded with shooters, but right now all the shots were not making it.
Martinez misses a three-pointer of his own. Good drive. Good defense, though, coming from Morales. Maurice Shaw with possession now. Puts it on the floor. It's his turn to score. No, gets it out to RJ Deles. Hang time move by Deles. No, Shaw can't keep it alive. And here comes the Indonesians once again. 2 minutes and 25 remaining in this one. Putra on the penetration. Met at the rim by Morales. Martinez stops. Gets it over to Escocio. Extra pass to Morales. Escocio again tries to drop it inside, but Alston taps it out of bounds. And look at this, with 2:07 remaining in the game, Makabayan Warriors are using their final timeout. 87-84 lead for the Filipinos. And we have this timeout. We'll be right back. Back with us here at the MABA gym, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds on the shot clock for the Makabayan Warriors to get one off. Maurice Shaw gets the inbound pass a little too low, lost it. And Escocia is going to be called for the foul. Looks like they're asking for another review of this play if it was an unsportsmanlike foul. Yeah, they're going to review it again here, Coach. So again, even a bump, as long as you don't go for the ball, it is grounds for a review for the IRS just to make sure that it's not an unsportsmanlike foul. I mean, are you familiar with the new criteria right now that FIBA is using?
Not really right now.
Yeah, they have three different kinds of criteria right now for unsportsmanlike fouls, and all three apply to the backcourt. There's one that has excessive force, really. I mean, it's really malicious. That could get you thrown out of the game, and one is stopping the ball without going for the ball.
Yep.
Or stopping the play without going for the ball.
Yep. I guess the ref is a bit nervous. It's a close game. It's end of the game. They just want to make sure.
And the nice thing about the challenge system, of course, of FIBA, if you are correct in your challenge, you get to keep the challenge. It's not that you only have one challenge and then you want to challenge again. You already used your challenge. But if you are correct in your challenge, your challenge stays. So to me, it's just a blocking foul. So that will be team foul number 4 against the Makabayan Warriors, Philippines. 87-84. They are out of timeouts. We're talking about Makabayan. They used 2 in the third. And now we have less than 2 minutes remaining. Here's Wibowo now on the pull-up. Even that shot misses for Greg Wibowo. I believe he's missed his last 7 attempts. Martinez, they still need to score here. They're only up by 1 possession. Escocia inside to Shaw. Big on big action once again. And we're going to have a timeout called by Elang Pacific Caesar. The lead is now 2 possessions for the Makabayan Warriors, Philippines. It is 89-84. Only 1 minute and 32 seconds remaining in this one. It is an 89-84 lead for the Makabayan Warriors, the team from the Philippines that just got off the airplane this morning and practically playing on fumes at this point. So let's take a look at the 5 on the floor for Makabayan Warriors. They have Wawi Escocia, Maurice Shaw, James Martinez, RJ Deles, and Carlo Morales. And for the Indonesians, they have Dio Putra. They also have Wibowo. They have Doifula, they have Alston, and they have Pratama. Alston takes it strong inside. Pratama, that's the quickest 2 points they can get. Now let's see if Martinez and the rest of the Filipinos can answer. With 1 minute and 15 remaining in regulation, Escocia wide open at the baseline. That's again very automatic there, Coach Adrian. Can't leave a guy that wide open, especially if you're trying to come back in the game. 91-86. Wibowo layup. Good bother there by Escocia. The save by Morales. And Deles breaks free. He wants to go all the way in this one. And RJ Deles is going to score. 93-86. 3-possession lead now for the Filipinos with less than a minute remaining. Doifula, and look at Shaw create the turnover. How about that for the big guy, Coach Adrian?
That's a good gamble, but please do not fall because they are in foul trouble.
They are in the penalty, of course, but again, creating the turnover, giving up his body that time. Splinters all over him. So 93 to 86. Looks like Makabayan Warriors with Martinez make that Morales missing underneath. That could have been the dagger right there. Pratama tries to get it out. Alston has to jack this one up. And he will miss. Rebound by Wibowo, who lost his footing. And looks like James Martinez here just going to push this up. RJ Deles is blocked from behind by Capri Alston. And with a 7-point lead, 9.2 seconds, this one should be over here, Coach Adrian.
Yep, looks like it. Makabayan is going to take this game easy.
And that's going to drop. And Deles is just going to hold the ball. Martinez is just going to hold the ball. Oh, Martinez even puts up a three. Not quite sure about that one, but James Martinez lifts his hands in celebration as the win goes to the Makabayan Warriors, who just picked up their first win after coming off the plane. 0-2 now for the Elang Pacific Caesar. And get the win. They were down by 9. They lost the lead already at one point. We have 2 players of the game right now. And Mika Madrid is going to talk to both James Martinez and RJ Deles.
Now we have Ralph and James of the Makabayan Warriors as the players of the game. Boys, congratulations. You and your team brought the first win for Team Philippines for this tournament. What does this win signify to you?
For me, I think it's a good way to start our campaign for the week. I think we set a tone for the league, so I think it's a good start for us.
James, how do you plan to strengthen your positioning and maintain this performance in the coming days?
We want to make it to the semis, so we want to win also tomorrow. So we just have to give our best tomorrow, and hopefully we get the win.
We're all excited for that, so congratulations again. That was Ralph and James from the Makabayan Warriors.
Players of the game, thank you very much, Mika Madrid. And she did make an excellent point, Coach Adrian. This is the first win by a Filipino team in this competition.
Yeah, I mean, got to respect that. You come out of a 6 a.m. flight and then coming in tired, and the opponent get a good start on a 9-goal run, and they come back out of it. You're gonna respect that. It's not easy.
Well, looking at the numbers right here, you know, the Filipinos shot better from the field. They got a lot of layups to drop, although it was a 12-8 advantage in terms of 3 points make for Elang Pacific Caesar. The free throws, however, again, we talked about this in the first game. We're going to talk about it again in the second game. 11 of 17, not a good percentage from the line, but the Makabayan Warriors got to the free throw line more than Elang Pacific, and that's like guaranteeing a win right there.
Yeah, other than the free throws, I guess the turnover as well. Makabayan able to force 16 turnovers out of Elang. Yeah. So, yeah, that is one of the factors why Elang cannot sustain the league.
Well, Elang now drops to 0-2 in the standings, and they're in dire need of a victory And of course, for the Filipinos, the Makabayan Warriors stepping out of the plane at 6 a.m. and getting their first win. They now have enough time to rest, recover, and get some practice time in. And hopefully, we can see them at full strength very soon. But we will have our third game in just a few moments. The very popular national team of Malaysia, known as Harimau, will be taking on the BGC Builders from the Philippines in another matchup of the Malaysians going up against the Filipinos. For our courtside reporter, Mika Madrid, and of course, my partner, Coach Adrian Wong, who's going to be more talkative next time. That's for sure. We're going to put some chilies in his mouth, so he has no choice anymore. My name is Noel Zarate. Stick around for game number 3, and it's going to be Meng, Jen, and Janine bringing that to you. So this is our continuing coverage of the Sportsclick Filbasket International Championship right here at the MABA Stadium in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Sumingit ka pa. Ano may bonus pa yung mga bench player?